every year. And that's just one country we sent money to, you know. And they fighting a war in Ukraine. I don't know if you heard about that, but this don't have nothing to do with the money that we sent, the U.S. sent over for them to help fight the war. To help fight the war, we sent $187 billion to help them fight the war. You know, so that's right. So that's the military money. I know everybody get upset about that. It's not even on the table. I'm talking about the money we sent to help them with their finances, $4.8 billion. So if we subtract the 340 million people in the United States from the $4.8 billion, they still would have $4.1 billion left over. So why can't we give $1 million to each American citizen? And that's just one country now. You know, I could talk about the 6.8 billion that we sent to Israel, or the 1.7 billion that we sent to Jordan. You know, I can talk about those, but all the $901 billion we just authorized for the U.S. military to spend next year, you know, but people hollering about food stamps. Well, give everybody $1 million out of them billions that you spending. You know, because when you do the math, $1 billion is 1,000 million dollars. So you can subtract 340 million from 1 billion, and you still left with 660 million left. You see what I'm saying? So the kind of money we just spending, why we can't get a little piece of it for ourselves? I mean, we gonna get it back anyway because we're gonna buy stuff. So what's your thought on what I've been saying?
My thoughts are, I do believe that they wouldn't do that. That would never be a thought that crossed their mind.
Oh, why is that?
Because
it'd be too much like right.
Well, I mean, but you say it's too much like right, but in essence, the people who spending that money work for us. Okay, we put them in office. It's our money. That's the money that we paid in taxes. Okay, so we, instead of us paying taxes at the end of the year, we should be getting a damn refund. I mean, think about it. We giving away trillions of dollars, but I can't get $1 million. But you could give it to other people out who ain't taxpayers. Ain't no taxpayers in the Ukraine. Ain't no taxpayers in Israel or Jordan. They ain't paying no taxes here, but we can give them our tax money, but we can't get none. Come on now, that don't even make no sense. That's like me taking all the money out of my bank account and giving it away, but y'all can't get none. And we live here. That's not even logical. Them people, I think a lot of times though, we forget, them people work for us. We don't work for them. We pay their salary. They straight. How about get us straight? That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Let me get my $1 million. I ain't asking for more than $1 million. I think every American out of the 340 million people, out of the billions that's being spent, hey, they deserve.
So you saying? So I guess my question is, you saying 340 million people? Why wouldn't it be 340 million working people? People that are paying taxes.
It's not 300. Everybody pay taxes.
No, they don't.
You can't go to the store and buy nothing unless you pay taxes.
Okay, so you saying the people that been living off disability SSI all their life. No. Let me finish. Okay. All their life and have not worked.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But they getting free money because they getting the SSI, which is government funded money, even if they have not worked. Okay. Yes, they going to the store and they buying stuff and paying taxes, but they buying stuff and paying taxes with free money.
Hey.
So you telling me that they should be getting $1 million too?
I ain't gonna cut them short. if you give them $1 million, they won't be on SSI because they're gonna have $1 million.
But if they on SSI because it's an issue, there's a problem.
Okay, and they got $1 million.
So you think
Whatever
$1 million will make everybody's problems go away?
It ain't gonna make their problems go away, but it'll make them financially able to address those problems.
More money, more problems.
Which is why that'll never happen.
Why?
What you just said.
I mean, but it's our money. We giving it away.
That's true.
We giving it away. It ain't like they making us pay them. We giving it to them to help them out. I'm just saying, help yourself out first.
Well, I mean, I understand the situation what you said about the food stamps. I get that.
Well,
but think about this: the price of everything. If every American got $1 million, do you know how much stuff would cost?
Oh, so the problem is we don't want to give people more money because we think we'll pay more.
That's reality.
How?
Think about it. The economy has changed tremendously since the 1990s.
Yeah, when
you used to buy a pack of bologna for 79 cents, a pack of bologna now $2.90-something, and it's the same. It's the same bologna from 1990.
Well, I hope it ain't.
But I mean, I'm not saying it's the same thing. You get what I'm saying, right, Em? It's the same product. It's not rebranded.
It'll be inflation.
It will be a huge inflation.
Like we got now, inflation.
Right, but it'll be way more than what we got now.
Why? Because
you think about it, Cadillac can go out of business because they won't be able to make cars fast enough. They won't have no workers because the workers is in there. Now they got $1 million. What they want to work for? We wouldn't have nobody in McDonald's serving no fast food because they got $1 million.
So
what they gonna work for $13 for?
The reason you don't want to give everybody $1 million is because you believe that they won't want to work.
That's what's gonna happen. Who gonna work and you get $1 million every year?
Well, I got a question.
Make that make sense.
Well, if nobody's working, then who's gonna pump your gas? Who's gonna refine?
Who gonna get the gas over here?
Right. So obviously, that's not really a realistic.
Yes,
thing.
it is. You just said it.
No, I mean I wouldn't stop working just because I had $1 million.
This ain't about just you. You said 340 million Americans.
Right. That's
everybody
men, women, and child.
Everybody don't think like you.
Right. So
you got some people who listen now.
So
check it. Wait a minute now.
You got the $1 million.
You got
response is to keep everybody poor.
No, I'm just saying.
Or just a little.
Think about it.
Give it to a few.
People that get SSI, that's how they live. They live off of that. They ain't trying to get better. They trying to stay where they at. They getting free money. They ain't got to do nothing.
Can't get better.
Now, okay, but check it. Now you give them $1 million, right?
Yeah, they got $1 million.
They got better real quick. Think about it now.
That's just a few people. It's
not a few people.
Yeah,
that's not a few people.
It's not that many people.
So I guess my question is, the people that are listening to this, comment below in your response to this conversation that we're having, because my belief is that if you gave every American, not working American, he said every American,
everyone,
$1 million.
$1 million.
How would this world function? Because I feel like if you gave every American $1 million, we will have great inflation because nobody gonna work if you got $1 million. You know you got $1 million in your account. I mean, you just was talking the other day about the lottery. You go to work, somebody make you mad, right? Cause something about whatever. What you gonna honestly? What did we talk about? What you gonna tell them? What you gonna say?
I don't even need this job.
Cause why? Cause I got $1 million in the bank.
So obviously,
you know how many Americans think like that?
They will have an incentive to treat her better.
Right.
Exactly.
You would think.
They would.
You would think, but they won't, because you know what? They'll be like, I ain't got to buy this coffee or this whatever because I can go to Starbucks.
No, you can't.
I feel like.
Yeah, you can.
Because nobody won't be working. Under your theory, nobody will be working at Starbucks for you.
And nobody going, in my same theory, nobody going to be working at.
People will still work.
No, they wouldn't.
So, okay. So
no,
then you're like the elite who spend $1 billion You say, hey, don't keep them people poor so we can keep them working.
No, I'm just saying
Keep
that you
them poor
shouldn't
so
say
you can keep them working.
every American, like I stated in the
American.
beginning. I don't think you should say every American should get $1 million because every American won't and can't do the right thing with it. Okay, so I say you should say every working
can't do the right thing with it.
What?
Like, what you
Who makes that determination? You?
No, not me. I'm just saying the government already make the ones that's getting SSI disability, ain't working, hadn't worked.
What do you mean won't do the right thing?
By the money.
Oh, okay.
As far as
so if they homeless, they shouldn't get no money either.
You saying people buying drugs and guns?
I mean,
right.
Because I know people that's homeless.
Right, but think about it. You give them $1 million.
They doing it anyway.
But you give them $1 million.
They gonna do it anyway.
They may, but now they gonna buy more.
Okay.
And violence gonna change a lot.
Why? They be so
because everybody.
Be violent.
See, I'm talking about that. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
I feel like if we have more regulations on certain things.
Well, think about it. They already put in a regulation on food stamps. You can't buy sodas. You can't buy sugary drinks. You can't buy sweet snacks. Who are you to determine?
That
if you got $1 million, you don't need food stamps.
Right, but she was talking. No, it's not because she was talking about stipulations and putting stipulations on the money.
The fact that people are more
it's easy
obsessed
for people
with
who got money to put stipulations on how poor people use the money
right.
they get because they don't care. They like you.
Right.
Keep them poor.
Oh,
like me, I didn't say keep them poor.
You said keep them poor.
No, I did not.
You said if they ain't working.
Y'all hear this, so y'all can rewind this because I did not say that.
If you say if they ain't working, keep them poor. They don't. If they ain't working.
Think about it. If the incentive, if you ain't worked and you've been on disability and you know you really ain't disabled, but you just been getting it. And the government say, okay, we giving $1 million every year to every working American. You know what they gonna do? They gonna get up off that disability and go to work.
I'm gonna be like Jesus. I ain't charging them people for them 5,000 fishes and bread. I'm gonna give it to them.
Look at him. He's real.
Right.
I'm not laughing.
Jesus ain't asked them if they was working when they came for that food. He gave it to them.
Okay, but that's in the biblical sense. We're not talking about the Bible. We're talking about life here, right now, today.
I think
that's real. That's how I think.
It's crazy that these days people are more concerned about kids eating fruit snacks and drinking soda than they are about kids being killed by guns. And the fact that they're trying to regulate food stamps and not guns more in this country is freaking crazy.
Well, not really.
That's how.
Because they don't care about people.
Exactly.
They care about people who got money. Not the people who ain't got no money. Kill each other up. That's what they care about. Ain't that what you say? If they ain't making no money, they don't need to get no money. We need to get the money because we out there working.
Right.
So we the ones.
Every working American is the one that's deserving
well, they give me
of
$2 million to get him one.
This would.
Because you can afford it. I mean, because we talking about when I say 340, you talking about pennies. When it comes to what the amount of billions and trillions of dollars we talking about, we really talking about pennies.
Yeah, but I don't think you are considering that if every American get $1 million, realistically, think about what I'm saying. Do you know how many people who will not work because they got $1 million?
Okay. Amen.
You get sick and need to go to the hospital, right? And ain't no doctor on staff. Because you know why? Because he felt like, well, I get $1 million a year. I ain't got to do this.
But he ain't got $1 million a year. I just gave him one. And really, the doctor, he probably make more than that. So that probably be nothing to him.
No, we can agree to disagree.
Right.
I mean, you got an opinion, him got an opinion, I got an opinion.
Your opinion is to keep them poor.
That's not. And you can't put words in my mouth because I didn't say keep them poor.
I think this
Jesus.
is definitely a very hypothetical situation because I think there's a lot more. Turn that camera.
To you?
No.
It's not on you.
There's a lot more conservatives than what we realize in government. And I think there are these older people that we have in government and sitting in these houses, they're from the older generation. They're not this new generation at all. They in their 60s, 70s.
80s,
stuff
90s.
like that.
I mean, the president almost 80.
Right. With these old time thinking.
Right.
This very conservative, I want it this way, because, I ain't gonna lie, older people, they stuck in their ways. They don't like change. They like things a certain way, how they been doing it all these years. They ain't gonna want to change nothing up.
Right.
And so this would never happen. And the fact that giving these people, these working people, $1 million, even just people in general, $1 million, nonetheless working people. But if you get working people, I know a lot of black people that work. These people in these houses and these people making money for real nowadays and these corporations and stuff, they wouldn't want people that look like me to be set up to create some type of generational wealth for me and my family at all. So this will never happen.
So you think it'll be a racial thing?
Not just racial, but
because it's way more.
This is definitely
white people
than it is in the world in black.
I know, but
we only make up 14% of the population now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the majority of the rest of them gonna be white. So I'm speaking to y'all white folks. Let's get that million.
and he can do that because he half white.
Right, exactly.
Your white side saying that.
The black side too. Let's get that money.
I don't think it would be a racial thing per se, but that would definitely be a factor that's tied into it.
I mean,
and it's not just black people.
Well, I mean, really, right? Because the black person say, "Hey,
there's
keep
a lot of
keep them
Hispanic
poor."
People.
Don't do. You keep looking at me when you say, did I say that?
Keep them poor.
There's a lot of.
We need them people to work at the restaurants, at the food line. We need them poor.
But think about this though: the people that don't work.
You know what I mean?
But listen, for real. Stop joking, for real.
I ain't joking.
Listen, the people who do not work, who has never worked, right?
I ain't mad at them.
Think about it. The incentive to get up and get a job, to do better, because when you know better, you do better. You got homeless people out here that got a home, that just don't want to go because they got a habit, and the people at their home not wanting to put up with it.
Really?
Okay, no, let me finish now. So now, think about this. If the incentive is, okay, well, if I got a job and I start paying taxes, I'm going to get $1 million next year. Well, you know what they going to do? They going to get up off that tail and they gonna go get a job, and they gonna get clean.
If they can.
I'm talking about the ones like I just said, the ones that's only homeless because they're choosing not to go home because they got a drug habit.
That might be a minority of people.
Okay, well them people.
And then if I got a drug habit and I want some good crack, I'm gonna go to work and get that check, and then I'm gonna be cracked out.
This would definitely turn into a dystopian society.
See how he do? How he changed that whole thing.
I'm just saying, man, you talking about pennies. Dystopian. When you start talking about
it don't matter.
Yeah, you talking about pennies.
It's pennies in the sense of it being $1 billion, but it's not pennies when you talking about every individual will get $1 million.
Okay, well I'm sure.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna tell you the truth,
like you,
and I'm gonna be right, clear and frank. If they gave me $1 million, I ain't working nowhere.
Okay.
Say that now.
Well,
and that I'm telling you now. Well, I mean, you would say that you run your own business. Right. People gonna always need a electrician. They gonna always need HVAC. They gonna always need a plumber. Those people, they gonna always have a job because people gonna always need them. People that build homes and stuff, they gonna always need them. Okay, but somebody working in a restaurant, doctors and lawyers and nurses, pharmacists, we gonna always need them.
Right.
Okay, that we're always gonna need them.
Right.
But you ain't gonna always need somebody to flip a burger.
Well,
because because they have some restaurants now where everything is automated. They ain't even got people working in them.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can't do nothing about automation. That means I ain't got to pay him. That
mean that it's people that's not gonna be working and the machine gonna work it. So the American can do that. But the people, you gonna need them people to build the machines.
Well, you gotta keep them poor so they'll build the machines.
See, I'm talking about. I'm done talking.
Definitely gonna go up.
Okay. Gas gonna be $100 a gallon.
But it's not because of the government.
It'll be because I can't get my $1 million.
It's because of the companies.
I want that money.
Charging for gas.
I don't
You know
see.
how wide that
I
is?
just don't see giving.
See,
it up.
he go right off the
No,
grid.
Man, that's
You going off the grid.
parents.
Let's talk about what we talking about though. You going off the grid, my guy.
Just because I want my million.
I just don't
Don't
think
nobody want to give a million. But
that's realistic.
okay, I understand.
I'm not saying not to give it. That is not what I said.
And not
I
because-
said to give it, but I just said give it to a certain type of people.
Right.
People that are working. Like the people that are working and struggling that's only making $28,000 to $50,000 to $60,000. You know what I mean? People that got a lot going on. I ain't talking about the people who already million and billionaires.
Well, I mean, okay, I can see not giving somebody like Elon Musk.
Right.
I mean, because they already got their payout.
Right.
We
They
ain't asked them
getting
to
their
pay
money.
nothing out. We ain't asked them to pay nothing back. But, you know, I ain't going to get into that.
I mean, the rappers and the singers and all them people that's million and billionaires.
Of course, they don't need the million.
Right. So
Okay.
but you saying every American. So of course they gonna get it. Cause you said every American.
Right.
I'm just
I
saying
won't
it
cut
should be
nobody short.
it should be a cap.
Okay, we can count. If you make over $1 million, then you don't get the million. How about that? If you don't work, you don't get the million. So
And that right there in just that sentence by itself, do you know how many people would get up off their tail and go get a job because they looking for that million?
okay, I ain't mad at them for going to get the incentive.
Right, okay, right. But here's the thing. Before the government offered them $1 million, they didn't want to work because they was content with getting that free government stuff.
Okay, so then under that theory, let's don't give them $1 million and keep them poor because we're gonna need somebody to work.
That's
after
not
we
what
get
I'm
the million.
saying.
What are you saying?
I just said what I said. You start offering people money, that's an incentive. They gonna go get a job.
Okay. I mean, what's wrong?
Where
with
ordinarily
that?
they wouldn't.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, instead of you saying every American, it needs to have a cap, meaning every working American, because you're talking about even kids 3 and 4 years old. You know how many people gonna be around here trying to make a baby?
Okay.
I don't know who is, but I know who ain't.
Well, you have your million anyway, so
Yeah, it's just you, so you don't need it. You know? But I'm saying, think about it.
I'm just saying we shouldn't be that poor.
Right, and I get what you're saying.
we
I think
money.
you are totally
We
correct.
sending overwhelmingly amounts of money. We don't even got the streets fit. But we can send billions of dollars overseas. We straight with that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, just like the bridge on Kansas Campground.
Right.
They got
But
bald
that's
eagles
bald
living.
eagles. You can't mess with them.
Right, but you got bald eagles living in there. But you know, people been having to go all the way around the world just to get to the other side when they've been working on the bridge for 2 years.
Well, I mean,
Maybe longer.
Right.
And now because it's got bald eagles living down there, you know, oh, you can't touch these. These are we got to put everything on pause, shut everything down.
You talking about the one by the gas station?
By
Bridge?
going
To Sparta High?
can't yeah.
Oh.
You got to go all the way around to go instead of cutting right through and going straight across now. Even though they got the bridge up,
Well,
they had an inspection, but it failed the inspection because it got bald eagles living
Well,
there.
we've been used to going around anyway, so let them bald eagles live. They ain't gonna live long. So,
But I'm just saying, like, it's for me. I get what you're saying, and I do also agree with that. We shouldn't be sending that much money over yonder
Right, but
when
you
we
gonna-
got so
you gonna
many
sweat if
homeless and
somebody-
hungry people
You
here.
gonna sweat if somebody get a bag of chips, but you can send
And
billions of
soda.
dollars
I'm saying
over.
that too.
What?
Y'all saying the same
We
thing.
saying the same things about that, but I'm just saying.
Don't give them no money. Keep them poor.
See, I didn't say that. I'm just saying put a cap on it. I don't think you should give every American. You know what I mean? And when you say every American, you talking about crackheads. Do you not?
Earlier he said at the end of the year, instead of paying taxes, everybody should get a refund from the taxes.
Yeah.
And that's true.
What about
But
that?
I mean,
but a
all
lot of
that
people
money
do.
is taxpayer money.
A lot of people do get refunds. However, a lot of people refunds get taken for whatever reason.
Right. But I mean,
You know,
when you,
hospital bills. How the
Right.
hell a hospital gonna take my refund from the state because I owe a hospital bill? I mean, and when you got,
when you got billions of dollars you giving away.
you know what I mean?
Free healthcare.
Right, we need free healthcare, but everybody having to pay for it.
Free healthcare,
but they can send billions of dollars over there.
Yep.
That's why I said I get what he's saying, and I totally agree. But what the part that I don't agree with is when he say every American woman, man, boy, and girl.
I mean,
you gonna have people out here just laying down, humping every 9 months to pop. I don't care. That's $1 million baby. That's $1 million baby. That's crazy. Your little coonie gonna be loose as the wind blowing.
Okay,
I don't know why you looking at me.
I guess
I'm not looking at you. I'm just having a conversation.
That's all there to it. That's the final solution.
We need to take care of people that's already living here before we take care of anybody else.
Right.
And the people here, we're not even taking care of.
Exactly.
But everybody else is.
Right.
I might can't get $1 million, but even if I can't get $1 million, we ought to be able to take care of people here first before we take care. I don't care. I mean, I know they're in a bad situation. Well, hell, I'm in a bad situation too. Let me get my $1 million.
Right. Minimum
I'd
wage.
rather have. I think
yes,
I can
minimum wage. All that
can.
money they spending over there, minimum wage should go up.
We should get
the cost of living. Yeah, free health care, free education.
Now, when the minimum wage go up, the cost of living is probably gonna go up
right.
too.
Right.
But the cost of living done been going up, and minimum wage.
The more money people got, the more money they gonna spend.
Yep. And that's how.
But then they always say the United States is broke.
I mean,
I
the
guess
United States
broke.
is in debt.
I guess.
Yeah, we broke.
So how
when you in debt, you broke because you
Right.
ain't really got no
But
money
you
to
got
spend
to-
because you owe too many people.
No, it ain't that. It's that.
I'm talking about like us in human form here, not government. If you are in debt, then you technically broke because you owe more money than you getting in.
Right. So I'm broke then.
Dang.
Oh, I'm broke too.
Shoot.
Yes, you broke too. But in essence.
But I ain't gonna say I'm broke. I take that back because life and death lies in the power of our own tongue, and I'm saying I'm rich.
I'm rich in spirit.
Okay, but
I'm rich.
In the process,
I need you to say it.
I need my $1 million.
I need you to say it.
Okay,
I'm rich.
Okay, I say I'm rich.
Okay.
I'm rich in love because I got a lot of people that love.
Rich in family.
That's right.
Rich in yeah.
No, money's not everything.
It's not.
Right. But however,
You got a roof over your head.
right. Money's
You
not
got
everything.
clothes on
but
your back.
however,
You got food on your table.
before I send it overseas,
Right. It should be kept
somebody-
in house.
I mean, I know there's people out there, I pass them all the time that need money. But I got to take care of my house here first
Right.
and make sure they straight before I can give it to somebody else and
Right.
make sure they straight.
Right.
See, so that's the same thing I'm talking about, the billions we spending. I mean, let us get $1 million. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you talking about
How about
pennies.
each working household?
You talking about pennies.
I think.
I mean, when you talking about billions of dollars,
Now you say that big.
right? You talking about penny. When you talking about $1 billion is $1,000 million.
Right.
Okay, that's a lot of millionaires.
We know because the lottery right now sits at 1.7 billion, and
Yeah,
the
but I
payout
mean
is 782 million.
But I'm not trying to worry about the lottery because that's a game of chance that you may or may not win. Yeah. Okay, we got money on the table right here. We got money on the table right here. Okay, they just sent they sent $20 billion to Argentina.
They could have went to people.
They could have went to the SNAP program instead of them cutting the SNAP off for that whole month.
Every American 50 times over.
That's what I said.
You talking about $20 billion to a country? They don't pay. That's taxpayer money.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we can't get none.
It could have went to science research program.
Now they
For
put,
cancer.
but
Children
really
cancer.
they put the farmers here in the hole.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because we bought food from Argentina and left the farmers here in the hole. Now we gave them a $12 billion package. Now what kind of sense that make? we gonna give our farmers 12, but we gonna give another country 20. I mean, come on now. That don't even make no sense. We give the people money to put our farmers in the hole and just say, okay, yeah, y'all in the hole. We gonna help you out. We gonna loan you some money that you got to pay back.
It's just so backwards here.
It's not backwards. Let me get my million. I want my money.
I know you're speaking in a literal sense, but I'm not gonna
I
say
want my million.
I agree.
I know nobody don't agree with me getting my million.
I agree with your point of view. Like, you spend all this money, like, give me me $1 million.
Fix a road or something.
Since y'all obviously got it to spare, we spending it in other countries and we need it here. Y'all got something spare, give me $1 million. I see what you're saying, but it ain't gonna happen.
It will happen.
It's probably a leaf.
If every American thought like you, that's
well, I mean, everybody got a reason why you can't do it. I understand that. Everybody got a reason why it can't be done. But when it comes to sending that money overseas, ain't nobody got no reason for not sending it. It's easy to come up with a reason to send it over there. And we ain't talking about military funding. We talking about money we give to countries for other things.
A lot of Americans think like him, and a lot of Americans think like you.
Yeah, well,
you want to keep it poor.
And here's straight up everybody. You pick and choose.
Yeah,
the Americans think like
keep it poor.
If brought up to
I wish you stop saying that because I didn't say keep him poor.
Why you get so?
Because he's making it seem like I'm like I ain't poor. I don't want to stay poor.
You poor?
I mean,
I'm just saying that's what people like Bezos and Musk.
I ain't broke, but I'm poor.
They keep it like that because the more people they can keep in poverty, the more workers they can have to work for nothing.
Right.
What?
I'm just saying, dude, a trillionaire. He a trillionaire, but he got his people working for peanuts.
Who we
now
talking
what
about?
he gonna do with?
Who we talking about?
Probably Elon.
Musk a trillionaire.
Oh yeah.
He a trillionaire.
But he from South Africa, though, right?
It don't matter where he's from.
What I'm saying is he's not American.
He was
right?
in South Africa. He live in America now.
But he's not.
That's because his people was able to get into the country because they got money. You know how they work. They left South Africa when the black people took over because they didn't want to reroute black people.
But I mean, I guess.
That's why they left. You remember apartheid? Nelson Mandela
can be free in his own country.
Right. So, I know that's history, but I mean that's how he got over him. He an immigrant too. Yep. But they ain't trying to get rid of him.
Nope.
Okay. So, but all I'm saying is wealthy people want to keep people in poverty because otherwise you ain't got nobody to work in the factories.
They ain't gonna get that 300%
but in the past, they don't really have to pay taxes like they did in the past either. So, they run the politicians work for them. They don't work for us.
I heard that billionaires and such pay less taxes.
They do pay less taxes.
Which is crazy. And then they write them off on private jets.
It's not crazy. Yachts. It's not crazy because if you're a billionaire, then you can buy the people in Congress and tell them what to pass and what to do. So they make the laws in such a way so you can get around it.
Or blackmail.
Check with they.
It's a lot of...
They have blackmail them, man. They pay them. They work for them. What they blackmail for. Yeah. But anyway, that's my proposal. I see it's a lot of people against me getting...
Okay, so this, I guess, America, this is, this is our question. What is your opinion on the topic that we're speaking on, which is, should the U.S. government be sending billions of dollars to other countries when it's so many people, American people, that are struggling just to pay their light bill?
I don't think the question is should they. I think is why are they doing
okay, well, and let's talk about it.
They're evil. The evil money.
So we are at almost 35 minutes of talking about this. So we're going to end this topic, and we'll be back on next Tuesday with our new topic.
What's next Tuesday? Let's see.
The 30th.
The 30th. Let's see.
We'll talk next Tuesday.
That'll be cool.
Yes. And you guys can follow us starting Friday, the day after Christmas, as we celebrate Kwanzaa. We'll be here. You know, if you're seriously interested in learning about Kwanzaa, inbox me or James, and we can give you the link to
Let's get that million.
y'all don't realize how he aggravated him. Between him and him, I don't know who aggravate me the most, honey. But anyway, we will start our Kwanzaa on Friday. If anybody's interested, serious inquiries only, inbox myself or James, and we will send you the link.
First day is both jobs.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk. Tell me what you think. What is your opinion? We would love to hear from you. Bye.